Welcome back, everyone. So, as all of you know, in last class already we completed three paragraphs of this poem. So, in this video, we'll go for the remaining one. But before that, we will have a small revision regarding our previous one. Now, just try to remember what we studied from these three paragraphs. So, in first paragraph, what we studied. So, before that, just try to remember who is the narrator of this poem. The child. The narrator or the speaker of the poem is child, and child, who is the child? The poet himself, William Blake. Just remember. Now, from the first paragraph, what we studied, the child loved to rise in summer morning because he wanted to enjoy bird singing on every tree. Even he wanted to enjoy the company of huntsman who is making noise of his horn. And in fourth line, where the child says that even he is enjoying the company of Skylar because the bird is singing with him. So this is the company he used to enjoy. So in first paragraph, the child is happy. So in second paragraph, when it comes to second paragraph, it is exactly opposite to the first one. In first paragraph, the child is happy. In second paragraph, he is not happy. Why? The reason is given because when the time comes going to school, in that time he's losing his happiness, because going to school it kills his happiness. Why? The reason is given because he's spending all day under a cruel eye. Just remember, as I told you, this cruel eye word represents or symbolize whom? The teachers. And what the teacher is doing over there, they are going to implement rules and regulation of institution or the what education they are going to implement on our children. Because of that, the children, they are not happy with the system, right or no? If there is a education rules and regulations comes, there will be no scope or there will be no place for happiness as well as creativity. So because of the cruel eye, the children, they are not happy. Even in fourth line, the child says the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Because of this education system, we little ones means we children, the spending in day in sighing and dismay. What it means? We are spending, how we are spending all day? We are spending in day, spending all day in sorrow and in fear. So in second paragraph we studied this. In first paragraph, the child is happy. In second paragraph, child is not happy. The reason is given, just try to remember. Now I'll go for the third paragraph, where the child again, he says that he's spending all day, how is drooping seat, right? So he's not interested at all, right? Maybe he's what kind, the classes are boring to him. And in second line, he says that those what the classes are is going to be anxious to him, because he's getting a fear because of the rules and regulation, like everything explained in the second paragraph. Again, where he says that he's not enjoying any kind of what classes, because even he's not taking any kind of knowledge from his book. In fourth line, what he's trying to express here, sit in a learning bower worn through with a dreary shower. With the help of these two lines, the child is trying to express that how he's spending all day. He's spending all day sitting in learning bower. So learning bower, it is a German word. Bower, it stands for what? I told you, bower stands for cage, and cage means it again, it is going to represent like a prison where there is no happiness at all. So up to here we studied. Just try to remember, we completed the first paragraph as well as the second paragraph. In first paragraph, the child is happy. In second paragraph, child is not happy. Even the reason is given. Just remember, try to remember the particular terms. In first paragraph, I and birds, huntsman, skylark, and sweet company. So these are the key terms of the first paragraph. And the second paragraph, going to school and drives all joy. The reason is given, answer is there, cruel eye and the little one. So sighing and dismay, these are the key terms. Just try to remember these. This is all about second paragraph. And in the third paragraph, and anxious hour, learning's borer, and dreary shower. So these are the key terms. Try to remember while you're going to write answers. No, this kind of word will help you. So up to here we studied. Now I'll go for the fourth paragraph. Now first of all I'll read the paragraph, then I'll explain. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fierce annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Now here the schoolboy raises a number of rhetorical questions here. Rhetorical questions means a kind of adjective questions, or you can call it as in Kannada, it is going to be alangaric. I think मराठीमध्ये पण सेम होईल अलंकारिक क्वेश्चन like adjective, right? So what is the question? Firstly, he asks, what he is going to ask here? The boy asks, how can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? Is that possible? No, it's highly impossible. Here he compares himself what? See here, the boy who is the main character, who is the speaker of the poem, he's going to compare himself to what? Bird. And that is born for joy. The bird is born for what reason? To get a joy. Joy represents what here for bird is a freedom, and sit in a cage and sing. And see what he in next second line what he says here, as I told you, here he compares himself a caged bird. So cage means what here? Sit in a cage. Cage which is nothing but school. Just try to remember. And bird which represents what? Himself a child or boy you can call. And joy, it represents freedom. Just remember these things. This is very important. So here he compares himself as I told you to a caged bird, and like the caged bird which is born to remain free, as I told you. Here too he loses what? Joy in the school, which is a cage for him. However, the bird can't sing in the cage. In the same manner, the child also can't be happy at school. This is as simple as that, no? And the next lines here. Next he asks, how can a child bend pierce annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spirit? Right or no? So with these lines, what is trying to explain? Here he says that the child who is scared by the teachers. Why he is scared? Because they are going to implement so many rules and regulation on what? Children's. They are innocent children. They don't know anything about it. How to follow a different way of teaching. No, instead of implementing these rules. And parents also cannot forget the joy of freedom when the latter keep their wings locked, because they need to fly. Wings, what reason? For what reason it is given? To fly, to get a enjoy, to get a freedom, right? And if they are locked, obviously they are losing it. So because of this only, he remains joyless and longs for the freedom. Now I'll go for the fourth paragraph. First of all, I'll read the paragraph, then I'll go for the explanation. Now listen carefully. O father and mother, if the birds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy and springing day by sorrow and case dismay. With the help of this paragraph, child now is trying to ask question to his higher authority. Now the term is important, higher authority. It stands for whom? Just try to think, you will get the answer. Higher authority, it is nothing but it stands for whom? His parents. Now he's asking question to his parents, who is a higher authority to the child. Oh father and mother. Oh father and mother. He says that what he asks, if like a flower birds, now just try to remember, flowers birds, the child freedom is snatched away. Now here very important thing is what he's comparing again. In previous paragraph he compared bird himself as a bird, and cage it as a what? School. Just remember these things are very important. And here again the same thing he's doing. He's comparing himself as a flower and birds as his joy or his freedom. What happens? A child freedom is snatched away and its flower, which is again a kind of joy, blown away. And if newly grown twigs, which means what? A kind of we can call it as a newly acquired joy by the child, are removed. When you are going to remove these things? At the time of spring. At the time of spring, as all of the spring, this season stands for what? It stands for new things, right or no? And even as per this poem, if you are going in spring season only, the child started growing up. And during this season only, if you are going to keep a flower plant like that, you are going to left it like you are going to left in sorrow and dismay. What you are going to expect from the child, or what you are going to expect from the uh, child, or you can call it as a plant here. Now this is all about fourth paragraph. Now I'll go for the fifth paragraph. See here, how shall the summer arise in a joy, or the summer fruits appear, or how shall we gather what grapes destroy, or bless the mellowing year when the blasters of winter appear? So in this is the last stanza where child again he's asking questions, or he's again is confirming his doubts regarding his life, he's regarding his freedom. This is the last stanza, continues from the previous stanza, as I told you. According to the poet, or you can call it as who is the poet, the William Blake, or you can call it as according to what the narrator or the speaker of the poem, what is asking. He's asking few questions. What are those questions? How summer can be joyful when the birds of flower are cut? Right or no? The simple question. Right or no? The how summer can be joyful when the birds of flower are cut, the flowers threw away, and the twigs removed away. Because these things is what where we studied in fifth paragraph. Now again the same things continues here. As I told you, it is a continuous part. So the fruit of summer would never appear. Here the plants which represent as the children, how would he able to get the fruit which has been destroyed before? Only you can't get it, no? Even you can't expect that. And with all these you will bless with a millowing year. No, it's highly impossible, and even you can't expect this at the end. No, it's not possible at all. And lastly he says what, how can the summer be what blessing when the blasters of winter appear? You can't it. You are doing everything wrong to the child. You are doing everything what wrong to the plant, and you are expecting something good from it. No, it's not possible. The final thing is what, if you are doing something wrong to me, don't expect anything from me. So as simple as that. The short meaning is given here. Just try to understand the whole poem. So these poems are very important. This poem is very important. See here, in every paragraph he's trying to explain something. In first paragraph he says that why he's happy, he's enjoying summer morning, bird singing, huntsman, what the sound, what kind of sound he's making, skylark, what company. So here in first paragraph and you will get a 1 mark 2 questions. Even in second paragraph you will get a 2 mark 1 mark 2 questions. Right or no? Just why is unhappy over there? So those are the what the answer is given here. Cruel eye, going to school, little one, and how he is spending day in a school. Just remember these things. So in third paragraph what we studied, so why he's boring, yeah, at school. Just remember, even he's not getting any kind of knowledge from the book. And why he's comparing learnings, boer means stands for what, a kind of cage. Right or no? And in fourth paragraph what he says, and even he's going to compare in fourth paragraph himself as a bird. Right or no? Just remember, and cage it as a school. Just remember these things. And in fifth paragraph he's asking question to his parent, right? So even in fifth paragraph he's going to compare himself as a bird, and flower as a what, is freedom or joy, whatever those things. Just remember what are those. While I'm explaining this paragraph I told you, just remember, and while you're going to write answer, these things will help you. And in sixth paragraph again he's asking question, if you're doing something wrong to me, don't expect anything from me. So as simple as that. So this is everything about a poem. Now here one important thing, just remember, listen carefully, this is very important. When you're going to write 4 marks or 6 marks question on this poem, so how you are going to write poem, that's also important, no? As an answer, just I am telling you. So when you're going to write answer for the 4 marks and 6 mark question on this poem, how you're going to write, that's also important. Most of the people, what they will do, they will write only summary. Right or no? So don't do this. So what you're going to do, there's a different way. Most of the people, 98%, they will write summary only. So how we are going to make answer different, how we are going to write differently? So there is one way, no? In every paragraph there are particular lines, very important lines are there. So for 4 lines, particularly just this thing I'm explaining for 4 or 6 marks only. Just remember, this is only applying for, you should apply for 4 and 6 marks. So instead of writing summary, what you have to do, see here the poem begins with these 2 lines. Now just remember, or you can bahite it, I don't have any problem with this bahiting these 2 lines. So instead of writing summary, you can use these lines while you're writing answers, no, for 4 marks or 6 marks. What do you think? Just think about it. If it is good for you, you can go for this. So why? Because see, instead of writing summary, if you're writing these lines and if you're explaining in your own words, it is going to be a worthful compared to summary. So this is my way of writing, and even just I'm suggesting you people, if it is good for you, you can follow that. It's left to you only. See, as per me, I will give you a few lines, those are very important of this poem. So the first 2 lines just remember, or you can what, by heart it, I don't have any problem. Then the second paragraph, first 2 lines, Don't do this. Because these two lines are very important, because as all of you know, in first paragraph he's happy, in second paragraph he's not unhappy, he's not happy, because of the reasons are given here, no. So for that only I selected two lines of these two paragraphs. Now after that, now here directly I'm going for this here. I'm skipping the third paragraph. Directly I'm going for what? Fourth paragraph. So these are the two lines. Just mark it, or you can take the screenshot. Just try to hide these lines. How can the bird that is born for joy and sit in a cage and sing? So you can use these lines while you're explaining your answers. So instead of writing summary, if you're going for this, obviously it make lot of changes. Even you will get a good marks. If it is good, please let me know. So if you have any kind of extra suggestions, any kind of doubts regarding this, you can ask me. There is no problem with that. Now, and last, see, already we have what, how many lines here? One line, just a minute. 1 2, and in third paragraph we don't have anything. In fourth paragraph again the first two lines. Now just directly you have to go for the last paragraph only. So what are, which lines you are going to take? See, here, how shall the summer eyes enjoy summer in forceful appear? See, you can take the first two lines, or you can take last line, not last one. Better you have to go for the first two lines. Better you can go for these two lines. After these two lines, it's left to you only, whichever you will feel good lines. No, if you're going to take and if you're going to use those two lines, the explanation will be good, you can go for those lines. Just time what, as per my knowledge, I'm just telling this. Just it's left to you only. If any questions, please let me know. And even after this video, I'm going to send one more question to people as a homework. You should answer for this. You have to write the answer, you have to take the pic of it, you can convert into PDF and send to the PDF. It is, if it is, most of the people they know the procedure how you are going to send a mail, right? If you don't know, please then you can WhatsApp me. Now here we are going to stop this poem. Hope everything is clear. If it is not clear, please let me know.